Hello everybody and welcome. We've come back slightly earlier than what we said in the last episode because we could today secure the title. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 13 of To Be a Legend, FM26 style. Thank you for all your support so far and I hope you've had a great Christmas. And we start the series today managing Radcliffe, known as the Borough, for FM26. My name's Mark and on today's episode we have for you two games. Curzon Ashton at home in the match day 42 of the National League North, and then we are away to AFC Fylde in the National League match day 43, a game which could win us the title depending on how we get on against Curzon Ashton. And the reason we've come back a game early is because, as you will see, we have beaten Worksop by 1-0 at Sandy Lane. Marshall Francis, after 3 minutes, given us that win. Does mean we're on a decent run of form at the moment as we face Curzon Ashton in this first game of the National League North today. And the reason we've come back, as I say, early is because this is how it is all set up. We are top on 89 points. 9 points separates us from Scarborough and AFC Fylde. A win today and either of these two sides losing, we could win the title against Curzon Ashton. If we don't and we win and either Fylde and Scarborough or Fylde or Scarborough win as well, we're still not 9 points ahead of them. And of course, then it will all come down potentially to the game against Fylde to secure the title, because obviously with games still left to play, if we go back into here, as you will see, we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 points still available to us. 3 points off of that today will leave us with 12 points. If a 9-goal lead, really all we need to do is we just need to keep winning, and that game against Fylde will knock them out of the equation completely if that happens. So first game up then, it is a match, a very important match in match day 42 in the National League North. And here is the side that faces Curzon in this National League North match day 42. It's an unchanged side, to be fair. Hewalt is in goal. It's Robinson, Park, Thornley and Riley across our defensive line. Huntley and Glendon in midfield. Whittingham, Harper, Green as the attacking midfielders, with Francis continuing to lead the attack. The bench is also a familiar one. It's Tyler, Partington, McFadden, Greenfield, Taylor. Afai comes in for Ball and Hubbolt. And here we are back at Stainton Park for this game, playing our usual formation. Curzon Ashton playing in a pinky colour. They're playing a 4-3-3 today with a defensive midfielder. Curzon are in 16th in the table. In fact, Curzon are playing in a white tops with pinky sleeves. And it's Francis getting the game underway. Robinson, Whittingham, back to Robinson. And, looks like we've got a free kick. Spencer is being told off. Free kick we have. Glendon with the free kick. He's had a go. It's come back off the woodwork. It's cleared, but only into touch. We will see the throw-in. Regan Riley with the throw-in to Green, back to Riley. Riley chips this long. Whittingham heads it back, but it was a soft header and into the arms of Huitson. Long ball forward. Highlight continues. Park heads it to Stubbs. Or Stubbs. Not Stubbs, is it? It's Stubbs. And Huntley gets a boot in, but only thwarts Stubbs for a short while. Headed away by Riley to Green. Green finds Francis. Francis, what a lovely turn that was. Harper queuing himself up, and he put it into the path of Matthew Whittingham, who puts it away. And inside 5 minutes, we take a lead. And depending on other results, it could be a championship win. We could get promoted if the results go in our favour elsewhere. So it's a good start. And it's Hewalt with a goal kick to Park. Park through the lines to Harper. Harper finds Huntley, who was deep there. Whittingham over the top to Francis. Francis brings it down. And it's a save by the goalkeeper to keep us out. Sure what's going on here in this highlight. It's a throw in for Curzon. And chipped in. And Hewalt sort of had to do something with that. Did what he needed to do. And a block comes in there. And a shot from distance goes over the top. Roberts. Stokes. Stobbs. Curzon. It's one goal lead. We could do with another one, really. Headed away by Park. And that shot was well wide. Hewitson. Out wide to Roberts. Through the lines. Barnes has picked up a yellow card now as well for Curzon. Stobbs. They keep getting these chances. They're going to get one at some point or other. And there it is. And it was an own goal in the end from Damon Park. And Curzon are level. Just to burst the bubble. Park stuck his leg out. Diverted it past Hewalt. Green on that far side. Half-hour marker's gone. That ball too long, though. And Roberts, I don't know if we said he picked up a yellow card, but he has. And that was well won. Harper. Green out wide. Needs to get this ball in. Harper around his man. Back inside. It's bobbling around there, but in the end, the header wasn't up to it. I think it was Francis who got the header, but it was a bit tame. Richards. And they come forward again. Stobbs is the man out this side doing the damage. We need to stop him, really, and Robinson has this time. Finally, we got the better of him. Whittingham, Huntley, Robinson, Huntley. Huntley twists and turns. Whittingham chips it over the top for Francis. Francis puts it away. And we've got that lead again, albeit slender. And to be fair, until Curzon scored, we had contained them very, very well, defended very, very well. And it was only that own goal that gave it. But Francis chipping the goalkeeper very deftly. As we enter the 45-minute mark, 3 added on. And a goal kick goes to Green. Glendon through the lines, but cut out. But Glendon retrieves it. Riley back to Glendon. Huntley goes out wide to Robinson. Robinson roll round his man into the area, and it's number 3. Matthew Whittingham has had a hand in all 3 goals, scored 2, assisted on 1, and we take a 2-goal lead in at half-time. And a bit more comfortable. Pulled it back for Whittingham, and Whittingham just sort of pretty much side-footed it into the side netting. And there it is, half time. And, well, we haven't had the possession. They've had the possession, 61% of the possession. But when we have had possession, we've taken advantage of it. We've had 16 shots, 10 of which have been on target. Probably should have had a better lead, to be fair. But I guess it's not bad. 1.78 on the XG. They've had 61% of the possession, 10 shots, just 1 on target, and 0.48 on the XG. A reasonable first half. They had really kept us under the cosh for a long period in that middle of that half. We seemed to get ourselves back in it for a short while, but we need to really keep a tab on them in the second. And we get the second half underway. I haven't taken the opportunity to have a look and see how the league table's going. And having said I haven't had a look to see how the league table's going, we do know that Scarborough Athletic are winning 1-0 against Darlington. So as it stands, it's still open. We have a corner now, 58 minutes. Headed away. Huntley's going to get there. Huntley pulls it back. Robinson, Park, Thornley, Francis. But it's off target. The other thing is it's not raining, which is always a good thing. Hewitson, goal kick. Roberts, he's passed it straight to Riley. Riley down the line, looking for Harper. Harper gives the ball away, and they're on a counter-attack, but it's a poor ball. Green, Glendon, Green round his man, crosses it deep. He's headed away and headed into touch. We're going to see the throw in as the highlight continues. Robinson, give the ball away. Goes back to the goalkeeper who launches one long. Park heads it to Thornley. They've been very good in the centre of defence this season. Riley chips one over the top for Harper. Harper has a go and Harper puts it away. And it's 4-1. 3-goal lead. And something has got to go badly wrong if we're to give this up. Riley just chipped it over the top of the defence into the path of Harper. And Harper, without any support there, just decided the goalkeeper was far enough with his line that he could chip it over him and into the side netting. On the ball again. It's Green. 62 on the clock. Green, and that looked like it come off a hand, but nothing given. Hewitson launches a long one. Robinson bringing it down. Robinson to Glendon. Glendon to Harper. Harper through to Francis, who snatched at that, and he's off target. And once again, we are going to see the goal kick. Hewitson this time goes out wide to Marley Roberts. Chip one forward, but nobody there. Riley seemed to have got the better of him this half. Harper threw into space for Whittingham, who's on a hat-trick, of course. Chips it back in, and Fraser Harper joins the party. And Matthew Whittingham has had a hand in most of the goals. Don't think he had a hand in the last one, but he's had a hand in this one. 4 of our 5. And once again, putting our chances away when they come along makes all the difference. And I know it's about time that we should be looking to do some changes, and we will. With this big lead, we can afford to actually have a bit of a change around. But trouble ensues, and they've got another one back. Jimmy Spencer this time. And for the neutral supporter watching this game, it's a goal feast. Right, 68 on the clock. We're going to berate them because that should never have been. They've had 3 shots and scored from 2 of them. We've had 12 shots and only scored 5, but we've had 22 shots per se. Green's not playing particularly well, so there's probably something to do there. A chance for Taylor to come on and prove himself. Green off then for Taylor. That is a straightforward change. Who else has got tired legs out there? Harper's getting tired, but he's had a fantastic game. So is Whittingham. I am tempted, looking at how everything is stacked at the moment, not to make any more changes. Not for the time being, anyway. I think we just make that one change. And I want to just to go out there and make a difference. I want you to go to make an impact when the time left. That's Taylor. Well, we've hit the 80-minute mark. I've just noticed they've now had 21 shots. They are peppering us, trying to get back into this game. I think we're too far in front of them, to be fair. Oliver Thornley to mark. I don't know. I don't really want him to come out that way, really. If anybody should be marking him, it should be Riley, I'm guessing. But it's 80 minutes. We need to have a look and see where the tired legs are. The usual places, Robinson and Riley for 2. Do we bring on a double change at the back there? Possibly. Partington. Robinson, who's had a good game, is going off at McFadden. And who else do we need to bring off? I'm not sure at this juncture we need to bring off any more. I'm going to leave it as that. And there's not a lot of time left, but I expect you to make an impact. Throwing on that far side, McFadden with the throw in. Harper gave the ball away. Stobbs, Richards. Stobbs out wide. Chip this one in. It's headed away, but only as far as. And that one a little too high. "86 minutes on the clock. We're going to make some final changes. Harper is tired. Hubbold can come on for him. And I think the last change we'll make is a Fye best on the left or the right. He's better on the right. So we're going to move Taylor right. Oh, I've done it in the wrong again, haven't I? I keep forgetting to do that in the combined. Right, let's do that. And then Whittingham can come off. And we will bring on a Fye for Whittingham. They are all our changes. We're going to tell them to go out there. I want to try and see the result through in the time remaining. Confirm the changes. And away we go. Changes have been made. Hewalt to Park. Park to Thornley. Thornley through to Glendon. A Fye who's just come on. Chips this ball across to Taylor, who's switched wings. Taylor cuts inside. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Hewitson chips this one forward. Park heads it down into the path of Huntley. They have a throw in. Chipped across. McFadden heads it away. Stobbs. Oh my goodness me. 5-3. And on 92 minutes, the second minute of injury, or third minute of injury time, 4 to be added. I think we're thankfully out of sight, but it was a fantastic goal, really, from Stobbs. And we have a highlight from restart. Francis. Hubbold out to a Fye. Oh, that was well played around his man. Into Hubbold, and Francis puts it away. 6-3. Dom Hubbold. It's going to be offside though. And it's all over. We have won the game, but interestingly, we'll comes out in a minute. Interestingly, they had more shots than us in the end. I think they really did pepper us come the end of that game. Hewalt not having a good game at all. 44% of the possession, 24 shots, 14 on target, 2.68 against their 56%, 25 shots, 4 on target, 1.27. We just reduced them to amount of shots on target. They probably had a better rating than us, but didn't quite make it. So that is how it is. As I said, we don't know how the other results results are gone just yet. I think we're still 9 points difference between us and the chasing pack. We'll have a look. And the results at the end of that one, the teams that affect us most: Fylde beaten Chorley by 2-1. Scarborough only managing a 1-1 draw with Darlington. They are the two teams that really are out to bother us. The table looks like this after that game. We are 9 points clear of Fylde, who are in second place. Scarborough Athletic are in third on 81. Does mean that we have a 9-point gap still between us and Fylde. We've now got an 11-point gap down to Scarborough Athletic with 12 points still to play for. We've pretty much seen off Scarborough. Another win, meaning that there's only down to 9 points, would mean that we have seen off Scarborough. It's just then between us and Fylde. And guess who we have got next? Was always billed as the championship winning game, and it is going to come down to it. It is going to be the game that we had, and coming back a little bit early has set it up very, very nicely. We're away to Fylde. We played them earlier in the season. We beat them 3-0 at our place. On that occasion, goals from Harper Green, or 2 from Green, saw off Fylde. Can we do a similar result today? That is the question. And here we are facing AFC Fylde, second place at the moment. We are in first with a 9-point gap, 12 points available, 9 after today's game. A draw would see us as champions. Anything less obviously opens the gambit up a little bit more, because it will reduce the deficit to 6 points with 3 games left to play. So no guarantee we will remain as champions, and it will come down to the next episode. But can we finish it today? In which case we'll come back for the final 2 games of the season. The team looks like this then. It's Hewalt in goal. It's Robinson, Park, Thornley and Riley our defensive line. Huntley and Glandon in midfield. Let's do it in possession again. I always forget. Whittingham, Harper, Taylor in for Green on that right side. Green didn't have such a good game in the last one, so Taylor gets a start today to prove himself before the end of the season. Francis leads the attack up front. Another question I guess is, do we try and get Francis in permanently at the end of the season? We will have to wait and see. I'm guessing he's made such an impression here, having scored 23 goals. Other teams will come in for him, and there's no cast iron guarantee we'll get him for next season. The bench looking like this today. It's Tyler, Partington, McFadden, Greenfield. Green, of course, dropping out of the team onto the bench. Afai and Hubbold. And here we are at Fylde. Fylde it is that stands between us and the title. 4-2-3-1 they're playing today. They've made 2 changes from their last outing, and our usual formation. As you'll see, they are in second on 83. We are top on 92. And as I said, 1 point will see us through as long as Fylde don't win. That's the key factor in today's game. And it's Fylde that gets underway. Of course, Fylde, a couple of players that were in our side at the start of the season. Boyce Clark in goal. Come a long way out. Fires this one long. Riley's underneath that. Heads it to Taylor. Taylor, who has something to prove today. Harper, cross it in. And I think a penalty. Francis was fouled, and it has been given. Who's going to take it? It's not Francis. John Taylor. And he's put it away. And John Taylor gets a goal and puts us in a lead on 4 minutes. Sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. And it's 1-0. And highlight for given away into midfield. Francis has come deep. Whittingham flicks it on to Huntley. Huntley back to Robinson. Robinson finds Huntley again, who's gone out wide. Huntley cross this ball deep. Taylor's there. Taylor! Oof, just wide. Who was that from? It was from Glandon. And Taylor, instrumental in this game. Throw in for Fylde. Inward on the ball. Out to Clark. Still the one goal in it from the penalty spot. And we've got to be careful. They're not in second place for no reason at all. It's crossed in. And they've got one back. Callum Hardy, the scorer. And on 28 minutes, it's 1-1. Two defenders on him. And he grabbing at thin air. Half time has arrived, and hardly any added time at the end of that first half. And we've not been the best, but Fylde had 56% of the possession. 6 shots, 3 on target against our 9 and 3. We've had a better XG, 1.33 against their 0.49. 1-1 at half time. And if it stays as it is, which I'm not sure that it will, then we will be in a position to secure the title. But it's still a second half to go yet and a long way to go. We need to score another goal at least. No changes at half time. Francis gets us underway. Robinson to Hartley. Francis not... they've obviously had a thing on Francis. As we head for 65 minutes. Tell Fraser Harper to shoot less often is one thing. We will have a quick look and see if we need to make any changes. I don't want to disrupt too much. Harper hasn't had a good game. Neither has Francis, for that matter. So what do we do? I'm tempted to leave Francis up front for now. And I'm thinking, do we take Fraser Harper off, bring on Hubbold as just an interim change? Everybody else is playing okay. I think that's what we're going to go with just for the moment and see if we can break through. I want you to go out there and make an impact. I want to go and see a score a winning goal. Indeed. Seem relaxed. Dumb Hobbold can do it if we want him to. Can he do it today? And the highlight is with Fylde. And through the lines, we've not disrupted them at all. And this is looking dangerous. Cut back. And it was dangerous. Farkas is the scorer. And we're 2-1 down. It may go to another episode. We go attacking. I think we're going to have to. And Hewalt again. I am tempted to remove him. He's had some howlers, really. We've just been lucky we scored more than the others. They have a corner now. Another goal would probably much finish us off. Coleclough swung in. He's gone back out to Coleclough. Oh, he let him run at it. Oh, good save this time by Ewald. Must have heard me. But the highlight's not over. 71 on the clock. And they're moving the ball around nicely. Right, with nearly 81 minutes on the clock, I think it's time to make the changes again. Raleigh is tired. Partington on for him. The usual changes. Robinson we're going to leave out there for the minute. Up front, though, we got Francis just hasn't done it today at all. We're going to move Hubbold up front. We're going to bring on... Green can play up front. Should we play Green? Up front, that seems a really crazy thing to do, but we will do it. And we're going to take Whittingham off for a fight. And then what we're going to do is we're going to switch these two over like that. Taylor prefers to play on that wing as a winger, so we're going to change him to a winger on there. Make him a winger. And Fye on this side, winger in and out of possession. So we'll leave it as is. And do we go hell-bent? No, we'll stay on attacking for the minute. We need to go, and there's a lot of time left to try. Faith you can make a difference. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's see if we can get this game back. A draw would be enough. Right, we're going to encourage and we're going to go all out attacking. There is one thing for this, is we need to win it. A draw is no good. Five minutes have added on, and we're not going to see another highlight, are we? We're going to lose this game, and it's going to go down to the next episode. We have lost it 2-1 to Fylde. They closed the gap to 3 points on us, and well, we had the chances. We probably didn't have so many shots on target. They've stopped us, and they've done a good job on us. 47% of the possession, 12 shots, 4 on target against their 53%, 12 shots, 7 on target. We had slightly better XG than them, but couldn't put our chances away, and we've ended up on the losing side. But it's still there in our hands. We just need to keep plodding on. Well, it's no good looking at the results because it doesn't mean any difference. Scarborough Athletic, I'm guessing, have lost their match, which means that they are out of the equation totally. 9 points left available. The deficit for Fylde is down to 6 points. And it does mean that we've got to win pretty much our last 3 games in order to secure the title, and hope that Fylde slip up or slip up to a draw somewhere along the line. The coming up and coming fixtures, if we can have a look. Fylde next time out, we are home to South Shields. Fylde are away to Chester on 19th, so you would think that Fylde would get a result there, especially with their tails up as it currently stands in that one. And we haven't got an easy run in either, because we need to pick up 3 points against South Shields, whatever happens. And then we've got Hereford, who we lost to 1-0 earlier in the season, and then Macclesfield, who we lost 3-2 to in the season. We need to be picking up results against these 3 sides, 2 of which we had trouble beating earlier in the season. So it's not going to be as straightforward as it sounded. Should have got that result against Fylde, that is for sure. Can we have a quick look and see what Fylde's running is? If we look in here and look in their fixture schedule, we can see they're running. They have Chester, Southport, and Merthyr. Nothing too difficult in there for them, and I would think they will be buoyed up by today's results. That is for sure. Yeah, we will come back for the next episode. We're going to come back and follow the games through. So we're going to come back for South Shields. And depends at what point we may secure the title or not secure the title, as the case may be. Having done that, then we'll just have the highlights of the other game in that episode. So it'll work itself out. Obviously, a couple of relegations going on, but we'll feature those at the start of the next episode. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend as they are released. And new episodes of To Be a Legend are released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. Best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. We hope to see you for the next episode. Don't forget my other series, Where Eagles Dare. That's out on Mondays and Thursdays. Not this Thursday, though, because we've come to the end of the season there, and it will return for a end of season review and transfer special next Monday. So no episode of Where Eagles Dare on Thursday, which means we will be back on Friday for episode 14. Can we win the title? Join me then to find out. Till next time, goodbye.